Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the Jazz Albums Review Series. And today, once again, I am going to be taking a look at another 2021 release, this time from one of the all-time great bass players, the one and only Charnett Moffett, and this is his latest recording, New Love. So it's been well over 2 years since Charnett Moffett last released a album of new material, and the last time was back in 2019, Bright New Day. And Charnett Moffett's been a very busy man. He's been playing and collaborating with a number of different artists, as well as playing live and doing all sorts of different projects. So this marks the first time, as I mentioned, in well over 2 years since Charnett Moffett released a new album. And this album, New Love, pretty good. You know, lots of great bass playing as you'd expect from Charnett Moffett, but there are a couple of bits and pieces on this album which I could probably do without. There is some vocals, some spoken words. I know he's incorporated some spoken words in the past, but I feel that there is a little bit too much of the spoken words and vocals. But if you cut the album in half, take them away, you're left with just the instrumental stuff. It's a terrific album. Charnett Moffett, you know, he's an all-round bass player. He plays all the electric basses, he plays all of the acoustic basses, but on this album he's featured mainly on fretless electric bass, which is not a bad thing. And there's lots of different styles on this album. You know, you've got some fusion, you've got some gospel feels to it. You know, there's lots of different things on this album. There's even a little bit of avant-garde. You know, he has done that in past recordings. He has dabbled in that genre. So there's a little bit of everything on this album. So musicians that are featured on this album is of course Charnett Moffett on fretless electric bass and vocals, Jane Herzen on guitar and vocals, Garcia on drums, Malick Koly on drums as well, and Irwin on tenor, soprano, saxophones, and alto flute. So he always keeps his band small, which to me works out even better because there's lots of space for not just his bass work, but lots of space for the musicians to breathe and improvise and to do their own thing. So, as I said, if you cut the vocals out of this album, top-notch stuff. Not saying that this album isn't great, it still is, but the vocal stuff I could probably do without. So we'll just have a little quick look, and there's not really much to see here. A little thank you from the man himself, and speaking of the man himself, there he is. So all of the compositions are written and composed by Charnett Moffett. So we've got Swinging in the Realms, We Remember, Little Flowers, Today, Higher Dimensions, I Didn't Know, Flying in the Air, ETQ, the title track, New Love, Spirit and Bride Song, Love for the People, and Rejoice. So altogether, I would say the music clocks in about roughly 50 minutes. So there's about 50 minutes worth of music. So there's some good stuff here. The standout tracks for me are, I would say, I Didn't Know, Flying in the Air, the ETQ, Love for the People, and I would say also other tracks, Rejoice as well. So, you know, there's some good tracks on here, but as I said, I could probably do without the vocals. And Jane Herzen sings on 3 tracks as well. With Charnett Moffett, you know, they just recently got married, so they've been working together for a number of years. So they're, you know, very deep collaborating with those two. So their collaboration is kind of the heart of this recording. So she has a very big part on this album, and she's a great guitar player. She's a really good guitar player, and the sound that her and Charnett make together with the fretless bass and the acoustic guitar, you know, it's a very unique sound. So it's a very enjoyable album. Like I said, cut the vocal tracks in half. I mean, there ain't a lot of vocal tracks. I think there's about four vocal tracks. Cut them in half. It's a great album. Still is a great album. But as I said, I could probably do without the vocals, but by and large, terrific album, highly enjoyable, worth checking out if you're a fan of Charnett Moffett or you're just a fan of great music. I highly recommend you check this out. So that is going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What's your favourite track on this album? Is it Swinging the Realms, We Remember, Little Flowers, Today, Higher Dimensions, I Didn't Know, Flying in the Air, ETQ, the title track New Love, Spirit and Bride Song, Love for the People, or Rejoice, or do you just enjoy the entire album? There's no right or wrong answer. We all have our favourite tracks. You know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And the next time I will be back, I will be taking a look at Charnett Moffett's entire catalogue of solo recordings. So make sure you don't miss that. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, thanks for listening.